All right, in the Hampton Roadshow kitchen today, Chef Kyle Folks and Cindy Baker back from Cypress Grill at Embassy Suites up there in Hampton. Congratulations. I know you guys recently pulled off a huge event with Langland Federal Credit Union, right? Their annual members meeting, like
Absolutely.
Thousands of people. That's a big catering
2,500.
job. Congratulations for pulling that off, and thank you for coming back to share another recipe. We're making chowder, but it's not quite the chowder I grew up with in New England, is it?
No, a little bit different. Has a little bit of a southern twist.
Then I'll put the R back in it. Corn chowder today.
Chowder. There you go.
Okay, so what are we going to be using?
All right. The first thing we're going to do is when you're making corn chowder, our corn chowder, is we like to roast off or grill off our corn.
Okay.
Okay.
So that might be the first ingredient, maybe the secret ingredient. So Kyle and Cindy will tell us about how you can roast corn at home, and then we'll make a fabulous chowder today. We got our big pot and we're ready to go. We'll get started in just a second. In the Hampton Roadshow kitchen today, Chef Kyle Folks and Cindy Baker from Cypress Grill at Embassy Suites in Hampton. We're making a fire-roasted corn chowder today. You said you grilled it right on the cob?
Yep, we just leave it on the cob.
Okay.
We'll kind of shuck it down a little bit, as you can see here. So you still have a few layers of that husk.
And then you put the whole
and
thing
then
on
you
the
put
grill?
the whole thing right on the grill. All right. About 5 minutes, you can get a good char all the
Okay.
way around on all sides. And then you can go ahead and just cut it off the cob.
Okay, so we've got the bowl here that you have separated off the cob with a knife.
Yep. So
and
we
the rest
have
of our ingredients.
Yeah. Basically, half of the corn we turn into a puree, and you're going to use that to kind of help thicken up your soup.
Gotcha.
And then the other half we leave as kernels.
Okay.
All right. So you want to go ahead and just
Sure.
start with some ingredients. We're going to put some butter.
Okay, all of it?
All of it. Yeah. And then we have our Surrey sausage.
So the pot was already hot here.
Yeah.
So you need a big pot.
You definitely need a big pot when you're making a nice soup. You want to make sure you cook everything evenly.
And you said this is Surrey
sausage, straight from Surrey, Virginia, right around the corner. And then we're going to put in a little bit of garlic and some fresh leeks.
Okay.
You familiar with leeks at all? You ever use those?
No. I know what they are, but I don't.
Oh.
I don't use them often, and I can't really say why.
All right.
I just don't think to do it.
Leeks are a pretty good vegetable. You can do a lot of different things with them. You can use them in soup. We actually, in the restaurant, we cut them really thin and we fry them up and use them as a little garnish.
What's the difference between a leek and a green onion?
Very, very similar. Leeks are just a little bit bigger.
Okay.
A little more firm, but have about similar flavor.
Gotcha.
Okay. So we have our garlic and our leeks and our Surrey sausage in there, and you're going to kind of let that caramelize a little bit.
It's kind of a layering thing, right?
Absolutely.
You don't want to just throw, because you would think if you're making soup, why couldn't you just throw everything in and walk away and let it just heat up?
Right, but different things take longer to cook. You want to make sure you get the textures right at the end of the process.
Gotcha.
And then obviously bringing out the different flavors. Garlic, for one thing, it tastes better once it's been cooked a little bit, has some color on it. The Surrey sausage, you want to get that in the pot early so the flavors can extract. So very important, layering, absolutely.
Okay.
All right, so now we're going to go ahead and add our cream sherry, some sherry wine right
This?
there.
Okay. All of it?
Yep.
I always have to ask. I've made mistakes, Kyle, thinking that someone had pre-measured their ingredients. And
Every time I
Not
come on
really.
here, you're always excellent with the,
Why, thank you.
the ingredients, I gotta say.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to turn the temperature up a little bit, and now
Alrighty.
we're going to add some potatoes.
Are these already cooked?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Some,
They take forever.
They do take forever. A little bit of jalapeno.
All of it?
All of it.
That's a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
And our kerneled corn that we've already taken off the husk.
Alrighty.
Wow,
It's going to be kind of hearty, huh?
Yeah. That looks really, really good.
Wow.
See, once you add everything in there, it doesn't look like it's a whole lot of jalapeno. A little
That's
bit
true.
white.
That's true. All right.
Okay.
That's true. I'll give you that.
All right, so you're going to let this cook for about 5 minutes.
Okay.
And then you're going to add the rest of the ingredients. So we're going to go ahead and put in our rosemary, just the whole sprig. Just throw it in.
Don't take it off?
Nah.
Okay.
Because what we're going to do is we're going to pull it out at the end.
Okay.
Okay.
Like a bay leaf.
Just like a bay leaf, yeah. And then we're going to go ahead and add our chicken stock.
Okay. I was just about to say, what is this? Oops.
Chicken stock, a quart of heavy cream.
The whole thing. Ow!
Careful.
You told me that. We talked about that.
We did.
That's not your fault.
You didn't burn yourself, did you?
Not badly.
Okay.
Not any worse than I've done before doing the exact same thing.
All right, and then we already had some of that pureed corn because we took half of our corn, we cut it off the kernel,
Yeah.
and then the other half we pureed. We're going to use this pureed corn to kind of thicken up our chowder.
You want it in there now?
Go ahead and put it in there
Okay,
now.
I'm not going to touch it. I touched the
Please
pot
don't
for
touch the pot.
balance. I thought I was going to fall over, leaning too far. Okay. All right. righty.
Wow, this looks great.
And the red pepper?
Now what you're going to do, if you're at home, you're going to let this kind of simmer for about 20 minutes. Let all the flavors get nice and incorporated. That pureed corn that we put in there is going to help thicken up the soup slightly. Okay? And then you're just going to finish it off with a little bit of salt and pepper, and then you're going to add some diced red pepper in at the end for color.
Okay.
The reason we don't put it in earlier on in the process is because we don't want the color to fade on us. We want it to kind of pop at the end.
Gotcha. Okay, so we'll hold on to that. Now, there's a whole bunch of other ingredients over by Cindy, so clearly we're not finished. When we come back, we're going to make a vegetable quinoa.
Yes.
All right. Looking forward to that. Back in a moment. All right, we're back in the Hampton Roadshow kitchen today. Two chefs from the Cypress Grill, Cindy Baker, Kyle Folks. In the first segment, we could all stand around and shoot the breeze while our chowder was simmering. That time is over. We have 3 more things to make, and we don't have a lot of time, so
Got to roll through this.
what are we going to do?
Okay, well, we had our fire roasted corn chowder.
Yes.
That's ready to go, all finished up. The next thing we're going to do is our main entree.
Okay.
Okay, it's going to be a veal chop. I like to grill them, but for the sake of studio and TV, we're going to pan sear it today.
Okay.
Okay.
And finish it in the oven?
And finish it in the oven.
All right.
And while that's going, Cindy's going to work on our grilled vegetable quinoa.
Okay.
Okay. So we have our grilled veal chop here, rosemary, some thyme, olive oil. You just marinate it in that for a few hours.
Okay.
And then just a little bit of salt and pepper. And you're just going to put it right in the
Smells
pan.
good. The marinade smells really good.
Okay.
It goes in there.
All right. So we're going to let that get nice and brown on this side, and then we're going to flip it over, throw it in the oven.
Okay. You got the oven at 450.
450, yep.
It's higher than I thought.
Yep.
How long is it going to be in there?
It's going to take about 15 minutes because these chops are really, really thick.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right, so now we're going to start on the quinoa. So we just have a skillet here with a little bit of oil. And then Cindy's going to do some garlic.
So for time, the quinoa is already cooked, so just look at the box or the bag.
Yep, quinoa is very, very
yeah,
simple.
it's
You can
pretty
use
easy.
vegetable stock, chicken stock, just water, 2-to-1 ratio.
Yep.
You're just going to give that bring it to a boil for about 15 minutes, and then just strain it out.
And it's really good. I mean, it's pretty good for you.
Quinoa is very, very healthy, high in amino acids. It's a great grain. It's just a great starch.
All right, we have 2 minutes. We haven't even talked about that.
All right, well, while she's got that going,
Okay.
I'm going to start our peach and cipollini glaze.
Cipollini.
This is going to go on top of our veal chop. Cipollini is a member of the onion family. Okay, it's kind of sweet, similar to a Vidalia.
Gotcha.
All right. So I'm going to put some onions in, and then a little bit of butter.
Okay.
Have you ever had Bananas Fosters?
Yes.
Okay, I love Bananas Fosters.
Me too.
This is kind of a play on a Bananas Fosters.
Okay.
All right, if you
So like
will.
the warm fruit topping. All right.
So we have our cipollinis, and then we're going to put in a little bit of peaches.
Right. And I'm watching our garlic for the onions for the quinoa and the chop. It's like a 3-ring circus here. The vegetables roasted a little bit ahead of time?
They're grilled.
They're grilled ahead of time. Grilled. Okay.
Summertime, it's a great time for grilling, you know. Eggplant, squash, onions, whatever
Yeah.
it is, you can just throw it on the grill. 2-3 minutes, it's done.
And you could do a lot of it and then keep it diced in the fridge and throw it into, scrambled eggs or quinoa or whatever you got going on.
Yeah. All right, so we got our butter in here, our peaches, and our cipollinis. Okay. Now we're going to put in a little bit of brown sugar.
Okay.
So like I said, similar to a Bananas Foster's.
Yep. So a little bit sweet.
Once this brown sugar gets nice and melted down, we're going to deglaze it with some Myers rum. Okay.
Oh.
And then some thyme and cayenne.
Is there going to be fire?
A little bit of bite, a little bit of fire.
Okay.
Not a lot.
All right.
I'll watch your eyebrows.
Okay. Watch them both, please, because it would look weird to just have one. All right, so we're turning the chop. We're working on the glaze. The roasted vegetable, all you need to do is stir in some quinoa. So when I come back, I'm going to have Ariane with me, Jeremy too. We're going to give it a time when it's all put together.
Great.
All right.
Sounds good.
Kyle Folks, Cindy Baker, thanks so much.